It's that no big gamer Mikopolis here with Raft. I was supposed to be playing Night in the Woods today, but I'm exhausted and I want a nice, relaxing game to play right now. So if you guys want to watch. I'll be talking about just life in general. So if you want to sit here and talk about life, I'm here for it. This is me and Grayson's playthrough, and he's not around right now, so I'm just gonna be playing by myself. So yeah, it's gonna be really relaxing, really chill. If you want to join, be my guest. So how's everyone doing today? I guess just talking about maybe I thought about doing a vlog for tomorrow, but I thought it'd be just better if we can just sit here. I play a relaxing game and we just sit here and we talk and we discuss matters of life. Because that's sometimes what we need to do. So if you don't want to watch, then you don't have to watch. I don't believe in this is easy to do because editing the videos is also easy to do. So I'm probably not going to cut anything out. So it's just going to be me talking. I had this whole thing planned and I'm now drawing a blank. So I did one thing that I never expected myself to do ever, was to start a YouTube channel. And because, I don't know, I kind of didn't believe in myself at first because I didn't have that much to go on. Because when I was younger, I got shit posted almost every day. And that, when you're in high school, that really fucking draws you away from everything because all you were doing was getting bullied the entire time. So I said, that sucks, so I'm just gonna take a breather and see what happens. And so I waited 4 years to start this. And the channel hasn't really grown as much. Like, we got 20 subscribers in the first month. And sure, nobody really watches, but that's okay. Because I'm happy with where I am right now. Everything's cooking a lot faster, which is very nice. So I hope everyone's doing well. I know times are tough right now, so this might not be a funny episode. If anything, it's going to be a very like deep conversation talk about life, because life passes you by and you just don't really recognize it. I work at it doesn't matter. I work at a camp called Camp Cheerful. It's a camp for special needs children and adults. There is a lot of good that comes out of there. So I highly recommend, if anyone wants to, like, or someone who has people with special needs, they could go there. And I worked as the adult day program. I am one of the caretakers who is it's not much of a glorified babysitter, but we wipe ass every day. And we just sit there and we talk to them. We spend time with them. I'm not going to say names because that's very HIPAA violation. So I have a client who's essentially my baby. He has Down syndrome and he is super sweet. And he is the most loving person in the world. And since all of the things of COVID happened, I don't get to see them. So it kind of hurts when you don't get to see them. And since I'm also a college student, it's hard to do all this at the same time because you're trying to get to college, trying to be able to pay for college. And this is a very nice relaxer because I get to sit here, just talk about what's going on or what's happening. I feel, not that I'm like venting, but I'm just going to talk about all the happy shit because that's what people like to hear. Because apparently now, from our last playthrough, we have a shit ton more. I'm actually gonna remove my shark head because I don't like the teeth in it. So maybe I'll talk about the shark. Maybe I'll talk about this game. Maybe I won't. There's not gonna be any cuts in this game. It's probably gonna be only 20 to 23 minutes. The a shorter episode, but I felt like I needed to get something out because I don't believe in missing a day. Get off! Douche! Shit, what was I saying? So how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Everyone who's watching. Because that's all we have to be. We have to be able to focus on the good. And so I went to at least 3 different colleges in my college career, and I've changed my major 3 different times now. Because most people don't know what they want to do, and I still know what I want to do. I first started off in music education and saxophone performance. Because I played saxophone and I thought that was what I wanted to do, but I kept getting bored. Like, not with the classes, but just I realized that was very repetitive what we did, and that wasn't helping me at all. And when it was getting repetitive, I felt like I was in a rut, so I left. Oh wow, look at me talk about my life. It's almost a draw my life, but in a game style, so we can just play some games and chill. This is gonna be a random one-off, so I'll go in the one-off playlist with Death and Taxes because I haven't been doing a lot of one-offs. Doing lots of just series. And sometimes it's nice just to play a singular game for a good long minute and just catch up, because there's just so much we can talk about in this time. And that's perfectly okay. So but yeah, I was there, and then I started working at camp in the summer of 2018, I believe. Yeah, it was 2018. And I was a camp counselor where I would be working with the children and everything else. It was super fun. But what a lot of people don't understand about people with special needs is that there's a lot of people who are very calm, very collected, but then there's some who get aggressive. And I do have scars up my arms and stuff from people who pinch, people who bite, people who claw you because they don't understand. That's the only way they can speak out about certain situations. So I feel like that's good for just letting people know that it's not their fault. I've met some clients that it is definitely their fault, but in most situations it's not their fault. So if you ever want to do special needs, it's a very, very rewarding business. Not business, but just a job practice. I wanted to be a special ed teacher for about a year or 2, and then I decided that I wanted to help people in different ways because it gets taxing after a while. I worked in the same job for 2 years now, and it gets super taxing when you go through the day and you don't know if you're going to have to, quote unquote, put someone in a hold, or as they call it, restraining an adult, because I work with the adults. And that makes it harder because some days you go in there and you're super happy, and a whole day can turn around because in layman's terms, you got the literal shit kicked out of you, which is fine. For me, I thought it was fine. All of my very close friends are special ed teachers, or they work in a field similar to this, except for my one friend Nick, who I love dearly. He used to work with me at River Rock, which is the adult day program there, and now he works in what is it called? He works as a tow truck guy. He works with tow trucks now because it just gets hard. And I understand everything. Not everything, but I understand why you would want to switch professions sometimes. But then there will be times where you spend your weekend there with them, and you spend the whole weekend where you just chill and you hang out with the kids, the adults, and then split up into cabins, boys' cabins and girls' cabins. It's super cool. C'est la vie. As we continue this topic, I'm just gonna keep saying how much I loved working. I still work there. I work there, and since COVID happened, we have to do online services, which is not as much fun as being there with them. You get to spend time with them. A lot of them are very lovey-dovey, who love to just go up to you and hug you and make you feel welcome. That's the one thing that I really appreciate about people of... A shark's eating my shit, isn't it? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Cool. Oh, I have a lot of plastic. Holy fuck. This is how much I've been paying attention in this game. I haven't realized how much resources I've gotten. Make shark bait? I could make shark bait. So... But I don't think I'm going to do that. Oh, shit. Fuck. No, I don't want to build a fucking hammer. So, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well during these trying times. Cool. Oh, no! Shit! I still have the energy. I felt when I don't, pick a day to record a lot, mostly because I'm either really tired or I don't feel like I can give my all in this situation, so I don't want to just sit there and try to bullshit for 30 minutes and make people like it, because that's not fair to you people, it's not fair to anyone. Because just because I'm tired doesn't mean that I have to half-ass an episode. So I decide I pick a game where I don't have to do as much and or just cool. I don't have to do as much, or I can just sit here and just talk, because I'm very good at talking. I get that a lot from my bosses, my coworkers. I never shut up. Honest to God problem. And I remember when I first started doing this, I was very nervous because, you know, it's very hard when you first start YouTube. I'm not saying it's easy now. It's still hard because I have 2 people watching. Hi, 2 people. And I know Smile for Me did very well. I nearly, at the end, especially when we were talking about the Smile for Not Today. And being locked up in quarantine doesn't help just anyone. It doesn't help your mental states. I don't have a hook anymore, by the way. It doesn't help the fact that I am not an extrovert. I am an extrovert, but I'm an extroverted introvert, or introverted extrovert, where I like to hang out with friends, and I need to hang out with friends to get energy, but sometimes it's just too much, or I get real sad when I can't just spend time with my friends, because it's hard. It's not easy. None of this is easy. Shit, man. We have to, once you see someone, you basically have to lock yourself away for 2 fucking weeks. That's not easy. None of the situation is easy, and I try to understand it as best as I can. Oops, sorry. Sorry for my weird hiccup burp. So, yeah. How's everyone, as I always ask, like every 5 minutes at this point, how's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. So, I like getting a webcam because I get this, you get to see my face, and I can talk about bullshit, and you can see my reactions, which is very nice in situations, especially in horror games or games where I like to laugh. So you can see that I'm absolutely not faking my laughter. My laughter is probably the most annoying thing on the planet, and I apologize because it sounds like a goddamn hyena. That's why I use all of my coworkers and my friends all tell me that my laugh is like a fucking hyena. And that's perfectly cool, because it is like a hyena. And I think this is probably, starting YouTube was probably the best idea I've ever had. Mostly because I feel that it's almost a My Hero Academia situation, where I see, I'm gonna just name off YouTubers, like I feel that Crank Gameplays, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, Game Grumps, they all help people. They just sit there and play games, but they help people to make people feel better. And that's what I've always wanted to do with this, with just like life in general, is to make people laugh and smile. Fucking shark douche. Get off! Bastard. And so that makes it very nice. I don't know what I'm going to call this episode. But yeah, I've always just wanted to make people feel better, and I always wanted to make people smile. I think that was probably my favorite things I could ever want to and or wish to do. Oh, I have planks of wood. That's good. And I have enough to make a hook finally. Thank God. I wasn't even paying attention to that. I kind of like how I have a kind of a surplus of food, which is nice. So that's just gameplay talk. So yeah, I know it's gonna take some time. I've never said that when I first came into this, I never just went, oh, this is gonna be easy. No, this is probably the most difficult thing you could ever do, especially in a time like this where the whole community of creativity is just trying to pop up more and more people, and it's just showing because people want to be creative, and that's awesome. The creative community in this is amazing, and there are some, not gonna say all YouTubers, but some YouTubers choose the path of just being negative and or I don't know, out of bounds with things they say, and I can't really, if it gets views, it gets views. And that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for the views, essentially. Of course I am. Of course I'm in here for the likes and the opportunities of getting shit done, which is awesome. But I have these weird little plans for the future. I don't know why. I like to plan ahead. I've always liked to plan ahead. And so I've already started writing a script for I want to say skit I wanted to do for later on. I have plans already for if I get subscribers, I have plans for each, like 100 subscribers there's going to be something, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. I'm probably not going to do 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I probably will because that's awesome. Oh, bye salmon. Oh, the catfish that looks like a bazooka. Hell yeah. Where goes my box? Let's see if I can... No, I only have my hook equipped. Did I make my hook? Where'd it go? Did I drop it into the fucking ocean? And just didn't notice? Great. Great, great, great. Oh, I found it. Fuck. Well, now I have 2 hooks, so it's okay. And just... Life gets hard. And I completely understand that. In a later video, maybe I'll talk about what's been going on since I started YouTube. Maybe I'll talk about it right now. Who knows? I haven't really fully decided what I wanted to talk about, because almost this whole time is just going to be me rambling. If you want to be here, like I said, if you want to be here. And I feel like my first SpongeBob and the last of Us episode that I just posted 2 days ago probably were my best episodes, because I started really feeling just who I am and what I'm doing, and I hope people will recognize that and come watch, because I want people to watch. As I earlier just stated, I'm not in it for the views, but I do want people to either get a laugh out of the content that I'm making, or just if it just makes someone chuckle or smile, that's good enough for me, as my hair is in my eyes and I don't have a goatee anymore. I do have stubble because I'm trying to get my full beard back again because I miss it. Oh, there's 2 containers in there. Cool. It's 10:30 at night and I ate dinner like 30 minutes ago. Not even kidding. I ate dinner 30 minutes ago. That's how busy I was today. Dark. You can just have it. Just take it. Cool. I feel like this is also the longest time where I have talked and just not said anything. Which is cool. I appreciate myself for that. I feel like that's good. For us. Just for the channel. I don't care that you're eating me, jackass. Everyone's probably now noticed the tattoo I have. It's a Handsome Jack tattoo from Borderlands. From Borderlands 2, and that's probably one of my favorite game series of all time. Especially 2, and I like 3 a lot. I thought 3 was very, very good. And it was very hard to make a game where it kept up to the level of Borderlands 2, where we had such an amazing villain. And everyone's probably wondering, why do you have the villain's tattoo? It's because when you play the pre-sequel and you just sit there and you kind of realize that he was trying to do the right thing, even though that he lost his mind in the end because of all the people who betrayed him. And that's, like, betrayal is super fucking hard. When you have friends and you're like, oh, they're my best friends forever, and then they just fucking stab you in the back and you're just like, oh, what the fuck? I didn't know this was a thing that could happen. I've had that happen to me a couple times, and I started to think about just him in general. And Damian Clark, I believe, played him. When you got to play the Handsome Jackpot in Borderlands 3, which I thought was by far my favorite DLC, because it kept up with just a continuation of the story of Handsome Jack and what he had to do and what he did in his reign of tyranny when he finally lost his mind, and he still believed that he was a hero. And it's not passion per se, it's more what's the word I'm looking for? Specific thing I'm looking for. Specific term. I wish I could put more fish on there. I probably have to get the bigger. That's an axe. I had an axe! God damn it! As you can clearly tell, I've been paying attention a lot to what I've been doing. But I started when I was in middle school. I feel like a lot of people who play video games a lot in middle school were bullied. I was bullied a shit ton. I had one friend, if not that. And when I was younger, the pre-sequel came out at the same time. Around that time, I was like my freshman year of high school when pre-sequel came out, and I started to realize who Handsome Jack was. I kind of idolized him. He was my idolization, and I became a sarcastic asshole because I thought all of his dialogue was hilarious. I thought just him as a character was... I've never seen that much character build in my entire life. And they built him up, they built him down, they showed him at his highs, they showed him at his lows. And I appreciated every second of it. I like how they brought on the parts with Moxie and everything. But when you're a kid, I feel like I'd like to say popular, but yes, a lot of popular people don't fully understand the thing that some people go through with depression or anything. Like, I'm not saying I'm a depressed human being, but it's hard sometimes. It's really hard. And when you have those moments where it's super hard, I gotta put the fucking seeds in there, god damn it. You don't know what you want to do, and especially when you don't have friends, you have to find something to look upon. So I looked up to Handsome Jack, and I was like, I want to be similar to him, but not a villain. And so we got this personality. Love me, hate me. It's a 50-50. Not kidding. More 60-30. 70-30. 70% of people hate me. It depends. So this was me rambling. I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna leave this one here. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like. Share it with your friends. Oh, fuck it. Good talk, everyone. Have a great night. Bye.